Hey guys, I'm back here with another unboxing, box opening, just to show you guys really quick what's in the package. I have the third version of Warhammer Quest. This is called Shadows over Hammerhal. It's a little different than Silver Tower, although a lot of the mechanics are kind of the same. I think the figures are interchangeable, which is kind of cool because it gives you more encounters, changes up the game dynamic a little bit. But I just recently picked this up over at the Gaming Goat here in Chicago. My buddy Eddie runs a shop there. He gives great discounts, so I picked this up for a pretty good discount comparative to the standard internet prices and Games Workshop's actual website prices. It's a good deal up at the Gaming Goat. But if you get the chance, you live near Chicago or in Chicago, check him out. He's on Toohey and Harlem, right in Chicago, very north end of Chicago. But go ahead and check him out. Tell him Zero sent you. That's not going to guarantee you anything, but just tell him he knows I sent you. But we're going to go on ahead and rip this open and see what's there. I don't know if this offends anybody, but this is how I open my packages and how I do everything else I need to do when I need a knife. We use pocket knives. Some people are offended by that. Put that away, nice and neat. Side. I love doing these. These are so cool. This box art is really cool. GW's like really kicked up their creative staff to make some amazing artwork and like amazing miniatures. Alright, there it is. Plastic, all kinds of plastic. It smells great. What do we have here? Looks like a cloak. You can see that. It's pretty cool. It looks like the cleric. Yeah, sorcerer. Let me know in the comment below if that works for you guys, if you can actually see that, or if maybe I should use some kind of backing that would better light that. Yeah, it looks like some sort of dark elf. Character. I don't know all the names yet, and I apologize for that. Looks like they come with some actual scenic bases, like little themed bases. They look really cool, but they're small, and I'm probably not going to use those. Probably base them on something else. Yeah, looks like they all come with that. Another cool character here. Yet another sprue. I think this is the dwarf Cogsmith. I think that's what he's called. Cogsmith. That's hilarious. He's got a rifle, some sort of blunderbuss. I mean, why not, right? We have one more figure here. And the detail on these figures is just like phenomenal, dude. Like compared to what we used to get. And I think I actually still have somewhere the original Warhammer Quest, some of their figures, like the Barbarian. I think I still have the Wizard somewhere in a bag of bits somewhere at the old clubhouse that I used to be in. Well, gaming club, Basement Heretics. I know I kept a lot of the old door frames that you would use to connect the tiles together. So I'm going to try and see if I can integrate that into this game. More sprues. These are all the monsters. And again, I apologize if this is not very clear. But let me know if it isn't in the comments. If you're not really sure you can see it, I'll maybe try a different way of doing the video, maybe to kind of get a better view for you guys. Joe, Eric, Rob, these models are really cool, dude. Like, even as just figures to have, like if you play D&D, which I do or did, you could always add these figures to your collection. And the last sprue. And again, I apologize for the poor view. And we've got your standard insert now. With most games come this really cool insert that the artwork is just, it's the artwork on the box, right? So you have that, but man, you could like frame this, or if you have a clubhouse or a shop, you could just put it, you know, put it up somewhere. It's just some really cool, inspiring artwork. And here's all the cool stuff. Bag of bases. These are item cards, probably treasure and other things like that, maybe events. Here we have the, what is that guy? The Lord Castellant from the Stormcast Eternals, which I don't know why, but I really like the Stormcast Eternals. I don't know why. They're very cheesy looking, but standard GW bag of dice, because you never have enough dice. And here we have your guidebook and your adventure book. I'm not going to open these because I know people don't like spoilers, but it's pretty thick, pretty heavy. And of course the tiles, which are really cool. These are actually a little nicer than the Silver Tower ones, and I like the Silver Tower ones. Really decorative, very ornate, a lot of detail. But I think like once you paint those, you're gonna have a hard time discerning your miniatures from the tile, whereas this really detailed, but it's a little bit more muted. The color palette is more muted, so that you have, you know, you're not pulling away from those really cool painted miniatures. And they slipped in some Ziploc bags, probably for tokens and things like that, because there's a ton of tokens here, obviously. But that's it. That's all the contents in the box. Let's get this back in here, and then I'll wrap this up, because I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me talking, especially you, Rob. But like I said, let me know in the comments if you can't see the miniatures, and maybe I'll do a separate video just with the camera zoomed in on the minis. But if you haven't seen them, I mean, there's videos all over the place with these guys, but you know, if you haven't seen them and you want to see them more detailed, let me know. It'll probably be a little bit before I can actually get to building these models, but I'm going to start trying to just crank out a bunch of minis. I've actually been working on my first Imperial Knight for my Chaos Army, and I'm getting that done. Hopefully I can do a video over that real soon. I've got some more scenery from the Sector Mechanicus stuff that I'll do videos of. But yep, that's Warhammer Quest Shadows over Hammerfall. Hopefully I can get these done and the Silver Tower one's done, because I really like to run my friends through these campaigns that they have in here, like the storyline books, and you know, see what everybody thinks. Because I really like the themes that they're having now with a lot of their games. They're just very detailed, very in depth, a lot of story, a lot of like myth. You know, they've added a lot of things to the Age of Sigmar. You know, getting rid of the old world and bringing this in, and it's just very cool. It's some very cool stuff. I love the old world, don't get me wrong, you know, very standard fantasy world, but this is just very dynamic, you know, kind of out there with the realms and the realm gates, but it's still very, very cool. Anyway, that's the unboxing for the Warhammer Quest Shadows over Hammerhal. Thanks for watching.